Hello everybody, Moogle here. Today I want to talk to you about a game called Going Medieval. Now, as many of you know who watch me, which no one does, let's be realistic here, you are aware that I love Rimworld. Rimworld is one of my favorite games. I love it with a passion. And Going Medieval hits that vibe that I love so fucking much. It's great. This game is great. I'm just going to start off right now. I love Going Medieval so far. Now, the problem with a game like this is that it requires a bit of maintenance and good updates going in the right direction. And seeing as how Going Medieval is in early access, I think now might be the best time for me as both an avid gamer and a dedicated fan to this new game to throw my wish list out there and just give my insight on a couple of updates I would like to see for the game or some things that I'd love to happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. Character and trait customization. Now, Going Medieval is looking to be a really great game so far, but the constant reshuffling of characters can be quite the hassle. Oh no, I need a medic. Oh no, I need a farmer. Oh no, I need someone who's good at carpentry but isn't an absolute psychopath. Well, now it's time to play the shuffle game, which for a lot of people, the shuffle game is okay, but there's also an audience, most of which I fall into, that enjoy being able to make the perfect starter. Someone to embody who my colony is, what my colony stands for, and just give me that feeling of control over my gameplay. This can be done by two things. This could be done by a simple update, or it can be done by point number 2, which I hope it doesn't come to that. Number 2, modding support. Now, games have a shelf life, and then there's specific features that can stop a game from dying for years after coming out. I'm looking at you, Skyrim. And that is modding support. Now, games like this, such as Rimworld, honestly would have died a long time ago, but the difference is Rimworld has modding support, and those mods have kept Rimworld alive long enough to which Rimworld has been my second favorite game of all time. Nothing can beat Final Fantasy XII. Yes, vanilla Rimworld is great, but honestly, I'd rather nuke half of the fucking planet and eat the arms and you know, I'm gonna stop right there. Regardless of my psychotic needs and desires, I think Going Medieval would benefit greatly from a modding community because mods at the end of the day are a community in their own right. And modding support can keep this game going for a long time, long after the developers have stopped. And I think modding for this game specifically is really important because yes, so far early access, this game is great, but I don't think the developers are ever going to add an AR-15 to the game that lets me gun down whoever opposes me, because it's Going Medieval. But that still doesn't mean it can't get wacky. Better UI or accessibility. As someone with Proton Anomaly, I have a bit of a bone to pick with this game, because the colors that the work tab uses makes it really hard at a visual glance for me to see who has what skill. Yes, I could have paid attention to what skill every person had, but I'm not going to try and remember all of that because that's a lot of effort. Yes, I can read the stat that pops up next to the name, but having to waste time trying to just visually pick out who has what wastes a lot of time, and it's a lot of time wasted doing other things. And visual accessibility is really important to help people that are like that. And as for the UI, I'm just going to keep it here because I can. The UI is okay. It ain't great, it ain't bad. I've got issues with it though. One of the major issues that I have is you can't adjust the size of some of the UI elements. And as someone who, again, has Proton Anomaly and is pretty blind, it's kind of a hassle not being able to adjust the size of a lot of things, which makes it really hard to see some things, which means I have to get really, really, really close to my computer screen just to see what's going on. And I think that just a feature which I didn't see, I might just be blind and it might actually exist. But I think a feature being able to scale the UI or parts of the UI would benefit greatly from an update on this game. The research tree. Okay, me and this research tree can go fucking rounds. This research tree sucks. I hate this research tree. This research tree came into my house, took a shit in my living room floor, flipped me off, and then walked away. Wanna know why? Because this research tree honestly makes no sense. It doesn't. Why do I learn blacksmithing from the first thing? Why does this branch so weirdly? Why can everything just not have its own branch? It makes no sense to me. It's frustrating. It's weird. Yes, this is a personal dislike that I have with it, and again, it could be fixed by mods. It doesn't need to be fixed. I'm sure there's a lot of people who love it. I hate it, however. It makes no sense to have everything branch from one research, because it also makes target research a little more annoying. And that's the end of the video, pretty much. Honestly, that's all I really dislike about this game. It's good. I like it. There's not much in the way of things that I don't like in what hours I've currently put into this game. The things that I've pretty much complained about can again be fixed with either mods or a minor update. Yes, I know it's an early access title, but I still think it's a good idea to get some insight out. This game is great so far. I love it. It's great. I enjoy the prospect of medieval Rimworld. It fills me with glee. But that's all I've really got to say. That's the only problems that I have right now, and I hope to see some mods or something address these issues that I have. But then again, these are my issues. Everyone may disagree with me. At the end of the day, the opinion only matters to those who agree with it. Regardless, thank you for watching the video. If you'd like to see more, feel free to follow me on Twitter over at MogsPOV. It'll be in the description too, so you can just click on it. And as for everyone else, I'd like to see what you think in the comments below. Do tell me. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with some of these? Do you disagree with some of these? Is there something else you'd like to see from Going Medieval? Put it down in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Whee!